How long did you spend on Google?
A fair bit of time, okay?
So it's Monday. What day is it, Adam?
The 16th of February, the Lord and our Savior witness. Okay,
Yes.
so Sawzall safety. First and foremost, you need your safety squints. Safety goggles, glasses, some kind. Just a little fun fact I learned while researching the Sawzall. It was invented in 1951 by none other than Milwaukee, and they called it the Sawzall. Previously, it was just,
Reciprocating saw.
reciprocating saw, and that's because the back and forth motion.
Sawzall is actually
using
not the
saw.
name of the tool, and it is just actually Milwaukee's name for
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
If you have a DeWalt, it is not a Sawzall. It is just a reciprocating saw.
It was just so pronounced that everybody took on the name, but Milwaukee's got the trademark. Anyways, the boots. Most of y'all probably don't know that the main purpose of this is to extend the longevity of your blades. And the reason for that is you can move it all the way up, and now the tool or the work has only access to half of the blade. So as you use the blade and remove the teeth, you can move the boot back and show off more teeth to possibly double the life of a blade, right? It also has the swivel point where when I'm going to use this, I'm going to get my saw all the way up to the work and try to get a flush cut. Now, when I'm using it, obviously your non-dominant hand is to keep weight on the device and not putting it right here, having it jump around. I like to get my elbow under it. That way I've got pressure coming up on the work. Factory cut every time. Of course, you would then go on with a ream or something like that. I mean, nothing further really, just wear your proper safety equipment. I don't know what the circumstances was that technician hurt himself, but ultimately you want to let the tool do the work, put a little weight on it, but don't just force it down. Same with a grinder or anything. You don't want to force down with a drill or Sawzall because you want to let the tool do the work. It works a lot faster that way.
This also allows you to get a flat edge on things as well.
Yeah.
I mean, just something small. But I'm sure that person who was doing it had his hand somewhere that was inappropriate and just cut right through it. Keeping your other hand on the saw, it's a big way to avoid doing that, or just being very conscious of where your hand is, like Adam showed you with the elbow. That's a good way to do it. I've used my knee. If I'm in a tighter situation, I put my knee on it, or keep it down low, put your foot on it somewhere, and you could use both hands on your saw. Obviously, Adam did some research for the Sawzall video. I thought it would be more simple than it was.
I didn't know blade.
For the grinder, who could tell me what the safest way to use your grinder is?
Keep the guard right on.
Keep the guard on is very smart, right?
You would only ever take the guard off to give you clearance.
The other thing is,
Go away from your face.
right, the blade spins in a certain direction, okay? This blade spins in a certain direction. If it catches, y'all ever have a grinder or a circular saw catch and shoot forward on you? That happens quite often. So a big thing is the direction, like you're in a car and you're driving forward, your wheels are spinning in a certain direction, right? That's propelling you forward. That same direction of this wheel is gonna propel this saw forward. So don't cut with it towards you. Or even in like a hole. I had a dig job back in the day where I had this kid Rudy, I had my guy Eric, and this kid Rudy on a dig job. And Rudy was trying to cut a fence post. He had staked a coupling with a fence post. All right, and he was standing there like this, not even realizing, because honestly, like, you would think the trajectory of this grinder would be this way, right? But it caught and it came around the post and hit into his leg, and he got a female private part onto his leg. Is what it was. So bad. It's what it looked like. It was. We had to pull him out in the excavator bucket and get him to an ambulance. It was really bad.
Oh my gosh.
It was really bad. I had another instance. I had Thor and I had Cameron Lusk on a job, and they had gotten a jackhammer bit stuck, and they decided, okay, we can't get it out. We're going to smash this thing with a hammer, okay? What they didn't know is that it could fragment off of there. A piece of metal from the tool steel, from the bit, fragmented off of the jackhammer bit and shot into Thor's artery in his leg.